Welcome to Burrillville School Committee of August 12, 2025, regular meeting at 6 p.m. at the Burrillville High School Media Center, 425 East Avenue, Harrisville, Rhode Island. I want to welcome everybody, and roll call. Everybody is present except for Dave Landry, who's got an excused absence. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I wasn't sure. Okay, let's see. Here's my pen. Okay. Moving on to recognitions.
Take a time out.
Oh, you gotta hear us. All right. All right, agenda item number 2, recognition. I don't believe we have any tonight, but I would like to just send a shout out to our Burrillville Little League 2025 state champions.
Yes.
Congratulations. I don't know about the rest of yours, but I'm so excited for those kids, and it was so much fun watching them. And they will, just to note this, they will be honored at the September 10th Town Council meeting. So I'll be going, and if anybody else would care to join me, come on down. Okay, agenda item number 3, consent agenda, approval of minutes.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the August 12th, the July 8th, 2025 regular meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay.
And Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the school warrant number 1 for the month of July dated August 12th, 2025. Grand total expenditures, $2,158,110.62.
And I'll second that.
Okay, motion made by Donison, second by
Sylvia.
Sylvia. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And there are no bids tonight, I don't believe it. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 4, presentations by the public to the school committee, where there is none. Agenda item number 5, public comment. Doesn't look like we have that either. Agenda item number 6, personnel, leaves of absences, retirements, resignations, and appointments.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the leave of absence for Julie Schieffer, art teacher, Burrillville High School, for the 2025-2026 school year.
I'll second.
Motion made by Donison, second by Sean, all in favor?
Aye.
And resignations, Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the resignation of Tyler Hagan, custodian, second shift, split at the Burrillville Middle School, A.T. Levy and William L. Callahan, effective July 15th, 2025. Also Megan Medeiros, grade 4 teacher, William L. Callahan, effective July 23rd, 2025.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made by Donison, second by Sean, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, moving on.
Madam Chair,
Oh,
I'll
I'm
just make a motion to receive and file the subsequent appointments as presented.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Donison, second by Jill, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Agenda item number 7, old business. Now, let me move on with my computer here. Nothing, right? No. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 8, superintendent's report. And as you can see, our superintendent is on his vacation, having a ball, I hope. So we have Mrs. Julie Mayhew stepping in for Dr. Salito.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, in Dr. Salito's absence, we do not have a full superintendent's report this evening, except to say that everything is on track for the opening of the school year, which is coming very, very quickly, just 2 weeks away. Not quite 2 weeks. Teachers are back on the 25th. Yeah.
And kids are back
The 27th for grades 1
Okay.
through 12, and then kindergarten has a staggered reentry.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear, and I'm sure the kids can't wait to get back. Okay, moving on. Agenda item number 9, Administrators Report. We have a report from Dr. Alba for the extended school year update.
Make a motion, we table, we accept,
Typically receive a file.
receive and file, thank you.
Receive and file. Yep.
Second?
Motion made by Sylvia, second by Jill, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
And it looks like by these pictures, they had a ball.
Yep.
Okay, agenda item number 10, report from school committee student rep. He is not present tonight, so we're gonna move on to reports from school committee subcommittees. Does anybody have anything? I know nothing's much is going on, so. I just did go to the BPAC meeting, just to report out real quick. They have a date for the 5K, which will be October 10th. It's going to be incorporated in with homecoming weekend, so that'll be fun. They're going to kick it off on Friday night. It's going to be a night race, so that'll be different, and that'll be fun, and it's going to be a nice, cool evening I'm hoping for them, so that'll be great. Chris Herron, I spoke about him before. He will be speaking at the high school on September 22nd, and if you can be there, I urge you to go listen to him. It's incredible.
What is he speaking about?
Chris Herron, he's
Substance abuse.
substance abuse, yeah, and he's got a really powerful story. And
Is
again,
that for the athletes when they go?
no, the
for
whole school, the whole school will be there.
And that's September 28th?
It's September 22nd at 9 a.m. And again, if you can be there, I urge you
At
to
the
go.
high school. Where in the high school?
It's probably gonna be in the auditorium,
Okay.
I'm thinking, because that's probably the only place that'll hold the whole, so,
Thank you.
all right? Okay, nobody else? Okay, moving on. Agenda item number 12, correspondence and communications, we have none. Agenda item number 13, new business, homeschool applications.
Make a motion to approve the homeschool applications.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made by Jill, second by Sean, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Discussion and vote on FY '26 Burrillville School District budget approval.
So if I could,
Yep.
I would just like to address a couple things.
Sure.
So you have 3 documents. So you have 3 documents that are included in your school committee packet. The first one is the budget projection for this upcoming year, which also reflects where we ended the school year and how we balance the funds that we used to balance last year's fiscal budget. So we used approximately $232,000, $100,000 from CTE and preschool revolving fund revenue. We received a rebate from Northern Rhode Island Collaborative for $88,000. That's because they dissolved the collaborative, and that was the Burrillville share of the remaining funds. And then we used approximately $500,000 from our fund balance. The next document that you have is the FY 2026 budget. So this is the budget that you're asked to approve this evening. And this is really just all the detail for all the different line items. This is the budget. Once you approve it, will be uploaded onto the district website. And then the final document that you have is the status of the fund balance. So I just reported about 5 minutes ago that we used approximately $500,000 from our fund balance. This year, we're anticipated to use approximately $120,000 additional funds. So whereas we have a fund balance of approximately $800,000, only $118,000 of that is actually undesignated, that is not categorized for a particular category. And you have that document so you can see where those funds are categorized or restricted to.
Okay, can I have a question?
Sure.
The undesignated funds, do you see us going over that or getting too close to that throughout the year or by the
So
end
are
of the
you
year?
talking about the 118,000?
Yeah. Or shall we haven't used it yet, but do you see us using it and then maybe more
Well,
than
it's
that?
very early, very early in the fiscal year, so I would anticipate, hopefully not, we don't use it. We do have other funds that are available for us that are designated in those certain areas, like health insurance, out-of-district tuitions, transportation. Oh, and then longevity, we'll be using that because that's teacher contract negotiated. So I hesitate to say yes or no at this point.
Yeah, okay. Because it is less than what we had last year, right?
It is. It is. We used 150 of that fund balance last year. And that was due to the rate increase.
Thank you.
Sure.
Does anybody else have any questions for Robin?
Just a question, the CTE preschool revenue, is that revenue received from like out-of-district students coming in specifically for CTE?
Yes.
So that's the out-of-district tuition revenue from those
Yes.
students? Gotcha.
And that replenishes every year based on the number of students.
Yeah, of course. Okay, cool.
Have
Thank
we
you.
seen our numbers go up in CTE this year as opposed to last year?
Yeah, so this year, I think we're anticipating about 25 students,
Okay,
where last year we only had like 19.
okay.
25 new students coming into our
No,
district?
25 in total.
Total, but I mean, so 15 new students? Is that what you said? Did you say?
No,
we had-
6. So
That's 6
last
new
year we had
students.
approximately
Oh,
19.
all right, I heard you wrong, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I thought you said we had 10 last year, okay.
It's an
You know
upward
what,
trend.
at least we're
It's-
going up and not down, so
Right.
that's a good thing.
Right, exactly.
Build it and they shall come.
All right, any other questions for Robin? All set? Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Okay. Now,
I'll make a
moving-
motion to approve?
Second it?
Motion made by Donison, second by Sylvia.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Now, till next year's budget. That's this year, yeah. Yeah. All right, where was I on? 77, okay.
DACO.
Okay, agenda item, I'm sorry, discussion and vote on the 2025, 2026 DACO bus routes.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, go right ahead.
This schedule looks very similar to the past years. And I'm almost certain that some of these buses will not be stopping at some of these addresses. So I think we need to either look at it ourselves or look at it with the company and possibly maybe reduce another bus.
Well, so just so you know, we did ask DACO to eliminate a bus. Robin, myself, and Dr. Salito had a meeting, and we told them that they had to eliminate a bus. Having said that, when I was looking at these bus routes, I would like to find out what bus they eliminated and how they redistributed those students and onto what buses. Because when I'm looking at some of these bus routes, and I'm just gonna pull one out that really stood out to me, and it was bus route 10. They go from Round Top, her last stop is at Round Top, and she goes from Round Top all the way to Sales Avenue in Pasco.
Wow.
So it's, there's no rhyme or reason of for these bus routes, and it's just, I'm baffled at how they came up with that. So I would, if you don't mind, I don't know how we do that. Do we request it, or you request it, or?
We can certainly request.
I'd like to find out what bus they eliminated and how those students were redistributed among other buses. Okay? In that meeting, like I said, we did ask them to eliminate a bus, and we did ask them to do a more in-depth study, I guess you would call it, on how to maximize the I guess how to better look at the bus routes. Now, having said that, and I think I've said this at past meetings, I was in that industry for 20 years. The bus routes have been the same. My kids were in the Burrillville School District, the bus routes have been the same. I was in the Burrillville School District, and the buses were the same. I think it's time that we really look at making these buses more efficient, I guess, in the, you know, where they're going, how many students they're picking up. I know on my street, there's not as many kids on my street as there was, say, 20 years ago. So Robin has requested from them, we have requested from them, I should say, a more in-depth look at the routes and try to come up with a better routing, I guess you would call it, right? Yes. With the drop in enrollment that we've seen the past few years, I can't imagine how these bus routes haven't changed in all this time. And I'm seeing, the other thing I noticed is a couple of buses, they don't mirror each other. You have one bus that, for elementary, for high school, picks up in Centennial Street area, and then for elementary, picks up on Caldwell.
Oh, wow.
So it's just ridiculous, you know, it's just absurd how this is done. So anyway, I would like to see it, and I know it's gonna be time-consuming, but listen, we wanna save the residents and our taxpayers money, and for our school district, save money, right? Isn't that what we're trying to do here? So, we're gonna throw it back to DACO and see if they can come up with a better system of routing the buses.
Madam Chair, okay.
I'm sorry if I may. I just wanted to make one clarification that these bus routes are estimates.
Yes,
Right, as far
yes,
as
I
the
meant to say
town,
that.
The
Yep.
stops and the times, so they will be adjusted accordingly, if students don't get on the bus. They're, for the first couple weeks, I would say,
Yeah.
they will be tweaked,
Yeah,
and we should have
I meant to say that, yeah.
some definite student
Yeah.
lists or bus routes, October 1st.
They're gonna do more of an attendance of kids getting on, because the buses, when it spits out, you know, being in that industry, I know when it spits out the route, it spits out every kid that lives on that road. Now, some of the kids go to babysitters, some of the kids go to BEC, some of the kids, get parent pickup, and if you've ever been to any of the elementary schools, the line is
Yeah.
ridiculous, so there's a lot more kids being driven to and from school. So anyway, this is something that in a couple of weeks, we should know more, so.
So in a couple of weeks, we'll, oh, go ahead.
I have one question on it. So we put a survey out to the parents saying who's planning on attending or riding a bus. Did we do that, or?
We did not.
We did not.
We did not.
No.
Okay.
Um,
I'm involved in past districts in my current district on that, so that we have a good sense of, you know, is the kid going to BEC afterwards? Are they riding the bus in the morning? Or is it parent pickup? So that, I think it would help us maybe reduce.
Well, we did
Potentially.
talk about that.
There was discussion about it, but I think, Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, we did because it's really the bus company's sort of purview to
Yeah.
determine who's riding the bus. Once we hit that kind of October 1st mark, and we will have a clearer picture of which students
Yeah,
are riding the
it
bus
pans
and which
itself
students
out.
aren't. And then we can
Yeah.
But maybe-
adjust the routes, the ridership. And
Maybe for next year, we could ask them to do it, you know, or, I'm just saying.
we could.
Because some districts do send it out themselves, and some, the bus company actually sends a survey out to the parents on the road, and they have the information, we supply
Yeah.
them that information.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could put it on the emergency cards. Are you planning to take the bus, or what bus are you on?
I mean, when students, if I may, when students register for school, we have them fill out a bus form that tells us which bus where their address is and whether they plan to ride the bus or not, or be a parent pickup or whatever. So we do have that information, but of course, it changes over
Yeah.
time.
So emergency cards are every year, so just put a little thing in there where they're gonna be on the bus, or what bus do they take,
So
and
we're-
what days.
We're
So
not
at least,
actually doing emergency cards at this, everything is digitized,
oh, okay.
so it's
I'm
all.
sorry,
No,
I'm
that's
old,
okay.
I'm sorry.
I remember
But
the
even
days of the
putting it on
emergency
there,
cards.
they have
so-
to, the parents have to fill that out still, right?
They do.
So you could ask them, what bus are you going on, morning, afternoon, whatever.
They do that already.
We do.
Yeah.
They do that?
Yes.
So we do have that on,
Yes.
we do have, the schools have that.
Yes.
Right.
But that's only, that only begins with kindergarten, right? That's not every year they do that. Because every year, things can
In the
change.
elementary schools,
Yeah.
the parents have to fill that stuff out
Every
every
year.
year.
Oh,
So
they
the
do?
schools
At open
know
house,
what
yeah.
their,
It's just when they entered school.
what their ride situation is like.
Right. Well, clearly, we have to have more control about how many kids are riding the bus. Every year, we have to see how many kids are riding each bus, and it's just something that we're gonna have to really look at, so.
I think we also have to look at the amount of time the kids are on the bus too, because I see one for an hour and 57 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, again, at the beginning,
Yeah,
you know, at
It's
the beginning of
longer,
the year, when they
yeah,
put these out, the routes always seem much longer than they actually are, and then,
And I
But it's a
noticed
fair
that the
question.
times also include like leaving the bus station
Right.
and returning to the bus station, so those numbers were a little bit inflated. And I just had a question, Terry, you'd probably answer, what's the max capacity in a school bus?
Well, high school is different from elementary.
Oh, it is?
But I think they have different, like, some of them are 77 packs, some of them are 72, I believe. Boy, you're really pushing me, Donison, because.
Okay,
but-
sorry.
But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like, there's different size buses, but,
We have one bus that is a larger bus. That is a 70.
that's a 77? Or yeah, so, but anyway, you know, this is all computer generated, these routes, I know they are, and, you know, we have to give them a couple of weeks to work out the kinks and work out who's there and who's not there, and then we'll look at it, we'll revisit it again, and hopefully by the next school committee meeting, we'll have some feedback from them. Because we said October 1st, right?
right.
Yes. So probably not the next one, because that would be in September.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. Oh, I completely forgot about
The
September.
October school committee meeting for sure.
Completely forgot about that. Okay,
And
so,
honestly, if we're worried about how long kids are on buses, then we don't want to eliminate a bus route ahead of time prematurely, right? And then.
well, we've
have-
already eliminated one, and
No,
I
no,
don't
I
think,
know,
I
but
don't
if we're talk-
foresee us eliminating another one this year, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about doing that and then also worried about how long kids are on buses, that doesn't really make sense.
And I agree with all of the points, but I think, from my point too, is this a security issue? God forbid there's an accident, and, you know, we showed that the kid's on the bus, and we're making phone calls.
That's,
We've found ourselves in that situation
Yeah.
before, so.
So, I mean, in my eyes, it's the bus, if we have a kid that's consistently not riding the bus and they know, I think it's their obligation to not only let us know, but to keep track of that through the software that they have.
Right, and that's what they're supposed to do by October.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
so. So
Now,
anyway, hopefully in a couple of months, we can, I don't think, like I said, I don't foresee us eliminating another bus, but maybe we can shift some this
We
year.
already eliminated
One,
Right.
but I'm saying for
So
another
I
one
don't
this year.
anticipate eliminating
Right.
another bus.
But I would like to see some shifting around, so buses aren't only, you know, one bus is a half an hour ride, while the other bus is an hour and 15-minute ride, you know what I mean? That's, so anyway,
all right, I think you answered my question. My question was going to be, I see that's in the 20s, the numbers of stops that they have a day. That means that maybe one kid, at least one kid is on the bus, getting on the bus in that address. So if you said that there's about, how many people can sit on those buses? 50-something? 70-something?
72 pack, and the highest, the biggest bus is 77.
And then we have 27 stops, so at least 27 kids, maybe a little bit more, maybe somewhat more. But that's not 77, although, again, that will make the runs longer. So, you answered my question when we said that. Anyway, we have to discuss that too.
Well, we'll give it a couple of months, and hopefully everything will work out, and if not, we'll revisit it again in a couple of months.
Sounds great.
Okay, so, motion to approve the bus route?
I'll make that motion.
Make the motion?
I will second.
Okay, motion made by Donison, second by Jill, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Agenda item number 14, committee comments on agenda items. Haven't heard none.
Did that?
Agenda item number 15, pending issues. Artificial field update, we have none,
What
unfortunately.
are we, oh, we're waiting for lawyers. We're waiting for,
The
an answer.
town, I believe, is waiting
Everything is
for
still in the
answers from the
holding pattern
town,
with
so, yeah. So
and we don't
really-
have that, we won't have that in September?
That will go to the town, we won't,
Oh, that's true.
that's, yeah.
Okay, so we have no
So-
idea.
And Space Needs Committee update. There is a meeting at the town council meeting tomorrow we requested funds from the town council to do the study, and they're gonna they'll let us know tomorrow night whether they're gonna give us the funds or not. So that's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and myself, Robin, and Bill Robinson will be there. If anybody else cares to join us, you're more than welcome.
I don't know if I can do it.
Any questions or comments?
Nope.
Okay, moving on to agenda number 6, agenda item, why do I keep saying item agenda? Agenda item number 16, adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Sylvia to adjourn, seconded by Sean Bolson, and we are done. How many minutes?
28.
Way over.